Okay, I gotta make this one a keeper. So because I keep making these videos that I then throw out. And the main reason being is because, I'm like, complaining about some character or another, or, this art, this scandal or another. And then everything kind of falls apart, right? I'm like, oh, well, now you guys are all fired. Wow, that happened fast. And I'm like, well, you don't want to be like delighting in them losing everything. But what started to hit me was the whole die thing has actually happened. I mean, I think that's really what's been messing with my mind. It's like, what if you get what you want a little? What happens? Like, what do you do? What will you actually do? Will you be thankful that you've gotten what you kind of wanted? possibly 400 million in losses for Sony is like nothing anybody could have imagined. Like nobody, it's almost impossible to believe that can be really true. Yeah, yeah. So but I mean, we know it's 200 million for absolutely sure. But I think that was a good source on the 400 million. So the anything 200 and up, I mean, that's already tremendous. And they had to give everybody their money back for Concord. And then to hear, like, no, this was supposed to be the big series. And so this very idea now, like, that you have a generation of people in the creative end that have created the toxic positivity. They've created this weird environment that you can't make good products. After all these times, some of you will totally be getting it, like how I witnessed this at the kind of beginning jobs of people like this when they were in their 20s. And to see, they would get their friends hired and then kind of lean and not clean. But we would have to clean stuff at some point, no matter what. And you might as well do it and stay busy. Otherwise it's boring. But no, they're talking to their friends, they're hanging out. And so it's like, and I'm like, okay, what, but once you started to see, like, are you wearing the same dirty clothes every day? What, are all of you wearing the same dirty clothes every day? Like, no, we get smocks. Just put a different smock on. Why are you wearing the smock you had from yesterday? Like, you wear the same apron that we put in the laundry every day. Like, that's so fucking odd. Like, what? And finally, like, I started to think, like, okay, so are all artists of this generation like this? And there was just too many people who, like, they were supposedly this amazing artist, but everything about them just looked scuffed and weird. And I'm like, okay. And now, after all this time, to see, I mean, just the immense bombing of so many of these positivity, Johnny hashtag positive energy games, I'm truly amazed. And then the same universities now, the whole culture of academia is that they're so frantic because they know, they're like, no, we don't make our money from people enrolling in the school because it is such a good program. So we are going to comply with all the bye-bye DEI. As we know, how we get paid. And this is, I mean, to see all of this like turn on a dime, and nobody except for right-wing sources are reporting on it, really. Or, people who like video games, or news for men who like accurate information, that kind of thing. Yeah. So, yeah. Bro's glad. Bro's glad. Bro's glad. Bro's glad. Bro's glad. Bro's glad. All right, later.